Can I put a shirt on without getting deodorant on myself? Probably not. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Madison. I'm a human. I am a content creator. I'm a personal trainer, nutrition coach. I'm just a girl. I'm an ordinary girl living an extraordinary life. I shared my morning routine the other day. Don't mind my house. It's an absolute chaotic disaster right now because your girl's getting ready to move in a couple days. It is currently around noon. I need to eat something. We need to get some energy because your girl is feeling a crash, and I'm going to show you how I do that without just hammering down energy drinks all afternoon. And then we have a busy rest of the day. I have some meetings this afternoon and some meetings this evening, so I'm just going to walk you through kind of what an afternoon in my life actually even looks like. What do content creators do during the day? And that's it. So let's get started. We're going to start with a protein soda because I have been addicted to these. Yes, they are not the healthiest thing in the world, but you know what? They could be so much worse. After you add ice, we're doing a baby Dr. Pepper. These guys only have 40 milligrams of caffeine in them. Not that I try and go caffeine free by any means. Caffeine is just something that your body will build up a tolerance to. So if you're slamming 5 cups of coffee and an energy drink every day, you're getting so much caffeine in and it doesn't really have an effect anymore. So if you're one of those people that's like, caffeine doesn't touch me, it's because you've built up a tolerance to it. Whereas when we give ourselves a bit of a break, we wean back, we don't do as much. Then when you have an energy drink, on the days you really need those energy drinks to like kick in and do the dang job, they will. Apparently we're only getting foam today. This is how we make our Diet Coke a little more macro friendly. If you're new here, I like explaining things to you because I find that the nutrition world is a comically gatekept for absolutely no reason world. So I just try and actually explain things to people so that they can understand them. Macros are broken down into 3 groups. There's carbs, proteins, and fats. They all do different things in your body, but protein is what satiates your hunger. It's also what helps your body build muscle, but this is what's actually going to keep you full. So if you find that you are eating like a big lunch or a big dinner and you're hungry an hour later, you need more protein. So this is just a core power. It's got 26 grams of protein in it. We mix this with our little Diet Coke. It is so flipping delicious. It tastes like a Coke float. If you've never had a float, it's essentially just ice cream in your soda. Much less healthy than the protein soda. Delicious. So good. Okay, now we can carry on. I'm gonna make something to eat quickly, and usually at lunch, I'm a big salad bowl kind of girl. So I like having typically a good amount of greens, veggies, some protein, big bowl girl. But today is the first day of my cycle, and you know what? I don't feel like eating anything healthy. So I'm gonna show you how to make a grilled cheese that's more macro friendly. I know that this is not the healthiest thing in the world, but you know, we're gonna make it with 20 grams of protein, and that's not that bad. Actually, I think it comes out to 25 grams of protein, and that's not terrible. So you know what? Some days you have greens powder so that you can have a grilled cheese for lunch because you're just not feeling eating salads, and some days you don't. It's a balance in life. Start with a frying pan, or whatever kind of cooking spray of choice. Personally, I go like medium heat. And now I know this is not the way your mom did it. This is not the comfort when you're sick way you want it. This is the more macro friendly way. So we can't have all the things we normally want on our grilled cheese. If it were up to me and macros didn't matter, I'd put butter in the pan and cream cheese inside as well, and butter on both sides of the bread, but you win some, you lose some. So life is about balance. Bread. The kind of bread matters. This is Silver Hills, the Big 16 bread, and in 2 slices of this bread, there's 190 calories and 12 grams of protein. The bread that you use matters, the ingredients that you use matters. So normal bread only has 1 to 2 grams of protein, normal deli bread, but this bread is much higher in protein, so it is just much more macro friendly. It's actually gonna fill me up, it's gonna give me energy. That's what we want. Marble cheese, and this is, for 2 slices, there is 150 calories and 10 grams of protein. And we're gonna add 2 slices. And I'm just cooking it on medium heat. This also isn't even fat-free cheese, it's just regular cheese. She's all ready to go. Your girl is starving, so she is going to devour this. And then we need to hop to it through the afternoon here. I just use regular ketchup, but if you are concerned about your macros or you are on a fat loss journey, I encourage you to use sugar-free ketchup. The 0-calorie ketchups, so far, I haven't found any that I like, but the sugar-free ketchup is still really good. So give that one a try. You can't beat it. Sometimes you just need comfort food. Okay, I just finished lunch. I am just about to jump into a work call here. Well, why is the good lighting basically on the floor? I'm just basking in the sun. Anyways, I'm just about to jump into a quick work call here. And then we're gonna go for a walk because it is good for our brains to get some fresh air, to get some dopamine, to go get a little bit of exercise. I did work out this morning, but outdoor exercise is just different. It's good for your mental health, good for your physical health. But anyways, gotta jump into a call and then I'll be back. Sorry, I had to take my glasses off to get my hoodie on. Also, people always ask if they're real, if I really need them. Yes, I do. I'm not totally blind. I just see much better with them. So we wear them. Anyways, some general tips if you find that you are having afternoon crashes. I'm gonna go outside for a walk right now because fresh air is really good for your mental health, for your physical health, but also just movement is so good at bringing your energy levels up. So especially if you have a desk job during the day and you're sitting for really any length of time. If you're sitting for a couple hours, the best way I can describe it to you is whatever we do in life essentially snowballs. So it's kind of the same feeling if you've been sitting in a car for a long time. When you get to where you're going, if you're driving to a trailhead, you don't want to just spring out of the vehicle and get going. You kind of slouch into your seat and you're like, it's kind of a push to get going. It doesn't feel great to start, but then once you get going, you're feeling good. So it's kind of whatever we do will snowball. So if we're sitting for a long period of time, what happens for a lot of people is they'll have a desk job during the day. They'll sit at a desk, and when they get home, they feel tired. They don't want to do things. But unfortunately, the tough part in that is to have energy, we actually have to essentially use energy to get there. So when we get home, when we want to just sit on the couch, that's the moment that we should really be going for a walk or going to the gym, things like that. So what I like to do is in the middle of my day, I try and give myself a little bit of a movement break. It doesn't have to be complicated. We do not have to overthink it. That is the biggest piece of advice I can give you. I used to always think if I'm going for a walk, I have to have the right shoes on, the right this, the blah, 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 blah. No, just literally throw shoes on your feet, walk for 10 minutes and throw a jacket on. It doesn't have to be complicated. So I just have a hoodie on right now. I'm gonna throw my Blundstones on quick. We're gonna walk out the door. We're gonna go for a quick little 15-minute walk. And I promise you I will feel better when I get back. It's the rosy cheeks coming in from the cold. I swear going for a walk is just like a simple little thing, but it really does help with your energy levels. If you're feeling just tired, lethargic, not feeling very peppy, try and get a little bit of movement in and don't overthink it. Honestly, I always tell clients this. Sorry, one sec. I have had these Blundstones, I want to say for 3 years. Everyone else I know with Blundstones, they like stretch out. They become slip-on shoes. Not mine. I always tell clients this, don't overthink it. So if you're going to go for a walk, just tell yourself that you will go for a walk around the block or a walk in one direction to one song. And then if you're having a miserable time and you're really not enjoying it, you just turn around and walk back the same amount of time home. And your worst case scenario is that you got a 10-minute walk in. So I promise you, if you overcomplicate it, everything feels impossible. But if you try and make everything a little bit easier, don't overthink what you're wearing, the shoes, any of those things, you can be a little bit cold for 10 minutes and it's not the end of the world. And the more you do it, the more you'll know, okay, I grab these minutes, I throw this jacket on, whatever it is, and you get into an easier routine. The biggest thing is just starting. A couple other things, if you find that you are crashing in the afternoon and getting a bit tired, I'm gonna have a snack right now and I'm going to have a Fairlife protein shake and an apple. Also, controversial question, do you keep your apples on the counter, room temperature, or in the fridge to be cold? I'm a cold apple kind of girl. Apples are a fruit, they have carbs in them, carbs are not bad. Any carbs are, there's no such thing as bad food. I don't know why we're applying ethics to food, it's super weird. Apples specifically though, these have lots of vitamins, minerals, micronutrients. They're good for us, good carbs. Carbs will help with your energy levels. If you find that you're crashing, did you eat a salad for lunch? Did you eat like a rabbit? Just a few pieces of lettuce, maybe some chicken, and then an hour later we're hungry, we're tired, we're not feeling great? It's because that can't sustain you. You're not a rabbit. I hate to be that person. I'm just relaying the information. Science says we need some carbs for energy. Carbs are kind of like the gas tank to your body. They're what fuel you. So give that a try. And then if you're feeling really tired and you've been down in caffeine all morning, you might be dehydrated. I have a couple errands now before I jump back into things. We're going to go and run those quickly. You probably saw this little guy in the back of my video at the beginning, but I actually grabbed a couple other things for this. I'm just throwing together a really quick care package for one of my girlfriends. She's actually a client of mine that's just kind of become a friend over the time working together, and oddly enough, we actually live in the same community. I would mail this to her otherwise, but I grabbed a couple other things, so we're just gonna throw together a quick little care package for her because she's having just a heavy week. Silver, because it's a no reason gift. or it's like not a, I don't know, I feel like gifts always come in like happy birthday or Merry Christmas. Silver says, hey, you got this. And in this little, I started with the basket, but then I ended up grabbing gift sets. I don't know. Just like the little things, you know? One of these little guys, except I don't know if I can fit. We grabbed a little slipper set, except I don't know if I'm gonna fit in my basket anymore now. How badly do I want it in a basket? I don't think we want it in a basket that badly. Do I want it in a basket? I don't think I can get it in the basket. We're going bag. We're just going bag. Then we have a cute little belt bag. Some cute little eye masks you can just throw on your fridge. Some bath bombs. Little self-care moment. Body butter. Then of course we have a cute little band kit. We've got 2 of them, the long and the short band. These are Miles. If you've ever received a care package from me, you know that I'm gonna pop some Miles things in there. This feels like Jedi level Jenga. I'm gonna throw a couple electrolyte drinks in here and a couple energy drinks. Starting to think this was not the right bag. I think I did a terrible job with the tissue paper, but she's packed and ready to go. So let's go drop it off. My audio in my last clip didn't come through. I'm so sorry, you guys. I went out and ran just a couple errands that I had in the afternoon. I always encourage people, especially if you work from home, to give yourself a bit of a day break. So what I like to do is I like to have a work block usually in the morning, and then I will try and get out of the house for something, and then another work block, get out of the house, work block, kind of break things up. That could be just going for a 10-minute walk. That could be running some errands, kind of whatever it is. Just getting out of the house, especially if you work from home, does make a huge difference. I hope that these were some helpful afternoon kind of energy crash tips for you. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to drop them down below, and I will see you in the next one.